What up? It's Mass. You know where we at. Or should I say, shall we begin? Shall we begin? You see, I never watched any of these motherfuckers they talk about because they're not famous here. They're not, why should we watch somebody that's like, uh, yeah, actually, for me, it's a little more serious than that because Africa Bambaataa was like my hero when I was a youngster, like literally very young, like in my early teens. And I went to New York in my early teens. I went to a party, a block party where he was at. Maybe I've seen Hassan. I don't know. I don't know how old he is. If he's as old as me, I don't think so. It looks like just a chubby motherfucker. I don't know if he's over 50. I don't know. I don't think so. But what I want to say with this is, Pumpa. Yeah, it is what it is, man. But I was feeling like shit yesterday on dogs. I couldn't even breathe. And I was out of breath. And I was lying there, and I was thinking, do I have to get up and be like Doc wanted me to be? And I was thinking, Doc don't want me to feel like shit just to shoot and some shit with him. He would want me to go to bed, get some sleep. He's a good fella, you know. He's a good friend. So he would say that. I'm sure he would. So I thought, just man, I'm jumping down, and there was no hard feelings. Even though we didn't get to where we normally get to. We're good, dog. I love shooting the shit with dog. That's why I stay on that side. It's because I know dog. You see, I know dog, and I've known him for the. Actually, I know dog and Suan for a very, very long time. I don't know Suan like that, like dog do. I just been on the same. She's proud to be where she's at. I was too back then. Sorry, I just have to do something. You know how it is when you smoke trees. Yeah, it's got to burn totally right, or else you fuck the whole experience up, and that's not the meaning. Is no, we met on another channel, and they will call it the racist sector. But JB, he did provoke a little too much for me, because I literally, as Keisha says it, my first girlfriend from another country was a girl called Meta in Danish. She didn't know her African name because she did know it, but she didn't say it because she was like very Danish. But she was an African woman, but she tried to fit in, so to say, and she did. It was not a problem, but she wanted to be like a family like woman when she was like 19. I was like, no, I'm in a band. I need. But I was together with her for like some years. She was a nice girl. I miss her though. I miss the friendship. I don't miss anything else. You see, the reason why I do these lives is because somebody sees them, and I have something to say about a lot of people. I don't just slander. You see, why slandering, man? You see, yeah, I do slander, but only if they deserve it. Deserve it. Like when I hear shit like uh, PBG, personally, Power Group, and I got a question yesterday. What do you think about Cavalli? And then I was like struck because in my eyes, the worst scenario that can happen in your life is being raped as a kid. It's being experiencing a predatorial behavior. You see, but when I hear Shangy, I hear those, and I hear there were, and you can't just have, uh, you can't just say one thing about one person and then not say it about another. You see, in Denmark, you're 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 not guilty until you're proven guilty. You're actually not guilty. So, so I don't know what happened, but if you don't get like in jail for that shit that's been reading up for me, if you don't go to jail for that, or the cops say, "Hey, we need to talk to you," then there's something fishy going on. And I don't know what it is. But as a man, he haven't disrespected me like he disrespected other people. Once when I was saying a lot of shit about him. But as a man, I can't say I don't know too much. You see, you know a hell of a lot, you people. You live this life, and I must admit, yes, my English is good to an extent, and then it's not good anymore because there's names and there's words shit I don't understand. You see, sometimes I ask, but what does that mean? And that can be like normal English, like shit. Like in Denmark, there's Danish is like a language like spoken by very few because it's a very hard language to speak. That's not the reason, but yeah, actually it is because if you go down, and I'm not lying, y'all. If you go down to Germany, actually was Denmark once, like not even in the World War II, it was Danish. But then they took it. We got something back. Actually, what they took, they speak German better than Danish. How the fuck can that happen? You see, that's what I like with living in a union, where the how can I explain that? We look alike a lot, but we speak totally different. It's like kind of funny. You just need to go to the other side. See, you see, I was out in the hood yesterday. I didn't get to tell dog about it. I was out in the hood yesterday. And the hood is like becoming a different place here in Denmark. We have a hood called Voldsmose. That's a ghetto, and I understand when I understand what they mean when they say they're outside. I do understand it, but I think it's funny. Find something other shit to say because everybody is outside. You see, if they wanted me like somebody want me, um, like you guys, some of the people from the other side, they want me to want me like I don't know why, but they want me to feel like shit. They want something bad to happen. You see, I don't want anything bad to happen to people, but I don't. I want to stop the lies uh, and the alibis, like Melly Mel says. I have a cough problem these days. I went to the doctor and I didn't get the best, but I'm in with the hood. It was sad to go out there again to see where I lived because I was going out there to see if I could get a cheap apartment. But when I looked around, because I said to my counselor, I said, not counselor, my my accountant, I said, I can go out there and find an apartment. Yeah, man, just go out there. He laughed. I said, why do you laugh? I can live wherever the fuck I want to live. And he said, yeah, there's cheap apartments out there. Go out and find one. And I went out there, and I must admit, I'm not a guy who's like I want flowers everywhere, and like they have to be, you know, hash. There's a lot of drugs out there. It's not drugs that's the problem. I don't want drugs. I want hash. But hash goes under in Denmark goes under the drug law, so that's a problem. But it is what it is. This is legal. This is CBD. That's why I'm sitting here. And you can say CBD. Why smoke that shit? Because you literally got pains and bone. What do you call? I call it crazy bones because that's what it's called in Danish. It's literally called crazy bones. Uh, bones going crazy. That's what it actually is. I don't know what the name is in English. I must find that out. See, there. That's where my English is not good enough. I can't explain to you what the fuck I got inside my body. So, but I was out yesterday out in the town. I gotta just go home sleep. I know there's no kids up now, so when I feel good, because my pain, people think that I would be like, and I'm gonna go a walk today with a friend. We're gonna walk a walk where I need to walk uh, um, with a friend of mine. So you see, that's the walk. I need to walk with voices from the street. Um, the reason why I'm walking the walk is uh, it's got to be perfect. You know what I mean? It's got to be perfect. It's got to be. Uh, so, but sorry, I was thinking. But we got to go this route just to get the route. Like, oh, I can't do this shit. Why? 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 You see, we gotta go this route because I gotta make it perfect for these people I gotta have with me on the next tour. That's you see, it's gotta be perfect that day. See, when you improvise like me, you just go down here and there's people going to Germany, going to I don't know where they're going. These people, I think it's the Copenhagen route, and then they're going to fly to yeah, they're going to fly. You know, there the airport is there's actually an airport here, not that far from here, but it only goes to like I think it's Greece and somewhere in some few places in Spain. You see, for me it needs to stop in Barcelona and stop in Amsterdam, for example. I don't want to drive to Amsterdam. It's like 12 hours drive, 12-hour drive. That's a long drive. For me, it is. And actually 12 hours is the normal to go down there. But, I'd rather go to Paris next time. But I felt like shit yesterday, and I wanted to say, Doc, man, you're my good friend, and I know if you were off, you'll be shooting the shit like we used to do. We used to do, but I was feeling awful yesterday, and I didn't want to say anything because, man, you see, here working with the shit I'm working with now makes me even go want to go further away from all the shenanigans and all the bullshit and all the fake fucks and all of them who want to be the baddest gangster in the world. I don't care about that shit. I don't. I care about. Uh, it's too late for me to have a family. It's too late for me to. I had a family, and I'm not. Apparently, I'm not a family man. Because if you found something out where she'd been writing about me because she couldn't handle that I had a depression after two deaths in my family, my mom and dad, like within fucking 6 weeks, they were dead, both of them. Both of them. Yeah, I don't know. That was a guy trying to. That's because I was in the streets, and I don't care. They wanted a picture of me, and they would get it. People. Sometimes I got a lot to say, and sometimes I don't. And I didn't know why. Well, I wanted to go live because I wanted to say to dog, man, shit, sorry. But I felt like shit. Until now, I'm beginning now to feel a little warmth in my body, just a little, you know. To have pain, back pains like I've gotten, like if you broke your back, like I did, like only a couple of years ago. You see, what a motherfucker don't remember a guy I played music with, and I loved him the most, and he don't get that. He actually don't get that. He think that I told bullshit about him. I was just being mad. And if you can't be mad, what the fuck? If you can't show your feelings, even though it's some feelings you don't want to see, but the other man is feeling like shit. What the fuck can you do? You know, it's okay in my eyes, but I guess I'm like I'm in a different mode. I'm in a different ball game when it comes down to that. You know, people can say, of course I can be hurt. Everybody can. It's not just and all that racist talk. It just shows who's the racist, who don't like the crackers, like you say, um, the honkies. Um, you see, I've heard it all from you guys. When it comes down to it, you literally don't like all colors, because there's something about the color white you don't like. I don't know why. Because I just talked to Imran yesterday. He's a guy. He's from Pakistan. He's a Pakistan. He's from Pakistan, and he just said to me yesterday. He said, "Matt, start by saying the Middle East and like the East. It's not like East, South, West. Doesn't matter. It's the world. We're humans." And I said, "Yeah, you can look at it that way, but you see, that doesn't matter when it comes down to it. There is the Middle East, there is United States of America, there is these countries, and that's what they're called. You see, so for me, it's not about winning or losing, but you have to say like the countries, you have to explain where do they come from, and taste the culture. Sorry, taste the culture. Learn some languages, learn some, do what you want to do, but have some decency and some respect when you see. He thought that I wanted to talk bad about some people, and I did not. I only wanted to say that we're actually in a very good place. We're actually wait, I lost something. Yeah, it's down here. Going up to take my soda. My soda is right there. There it is. You see, I forgot my one and only lighter. You see, people, he said it's not about east, west, all that shit. But I said, but hey, man, I'm a man who want to learn about different cultures. different foods, different languages. You know, it's not because I'm like a special motherfucker who travel the world. I do not travel the world like other people I know. But we got to come to an agreement. Also, you know, why people say why do I hate those? I don't hate. I just don't. I think he's, uh, and it's got nothing to do with. It's got something to do with class, because you know, talking about what you read in the papers. Who the fuck can't do that? I don't want to recycle. That's like them down there recycling the news. You know, sitting and reading people's. Down there, it's how can I explain? It's like a for the cheap tours to Spain, cheap tours to Ukraine, not Ukraine right now, but back in the days. Cheap to Romania, cheap to all these places, Hungary and all these places. Hungary, sorry. I have a motherfucker up there where I live. It's not that far from here. It's why I say up there. When I say up there, it's like very far from here. But what should I say? Uh, I don't want to say too much where I'm at, but because when I have pains, really pains, I go here to get some nice and quiet and some alone time. Because pain is, you know, people don't talk to me, right? People don't talk too much about, their own physical like shit. That's don't people don't want to hear about. It. Of course they don't. It's embarrassing first and foremost, and it's kind of like you don't talk about shit like that. When you're a man, you just don't talk about bullshit like that because. But I just want to say that CPD and THC works. That's what I want. That's my whole point of view with this thing. It's like you can feel like a motherfucker, feel sad with your broken back and shit. Smoke some fucking THC and some CPD. There have to be both shit in it, cause um, when it when you get the CBD, you get like they say, like people say that. I don't know if it's true. Of course, I know it's true, but I don't know the formula or anything like that. I just know that if there's if you smoke pure strong CBD, very like a Kush, like a very high end one, a good one, and you smoke some THC, you don't even have to put that much THC in it. You laugh, you feel high, because some of the things you laugh at, that's in the CBD. But if you put THC in it, and I must admit, I want a lot in it because then you feel then the pain get like kind of numb, and you get kind of not a numb. That's a wrong expression. That sounds more like another drug I know of. Here, you feel yourself. You're more awake. You're more like what's going on here. For me and the S who got back pain, man. Don't go doctors and take all kind of meds, man. That's uphill, like we say here. That's like driving uphill on a bicycle. It's like, why the fuck should you do that? When you can get something from the nature that will get you fucking going, like in an hour or two. I couldn't take it back. I had to go away for a couple of hours, smoke some shit, and then I must admit it. It's the only shit that works. And you can talk with doctors and shit. And this told me, Matt, you have to stop smoking. I said, then you need to give me some. And you know what it costs here? You can't get it. It can be legal, and I can't get it. But it costs like, what in dollars is that? $2,000. Just because it's under some restricted shit. What the fuck? It's cheap as shit to make. And then they want to take that amount of money for it every month. Are you crazy? So I'd rather buy like a good amount and then have it with a friend at a friend's place. Go there, get it, and go for a walk. So my pain goes away. And people say that cannot be the only case. Hey, I have some shit going on in my body. I don't just talk about it with everybody that this works for. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid of the this. Be afraid of like, because I'm holding these lectures. And telling people how not what not to do and what where not to go and all that shit. You know, as old. Oh shit! They've been taking some bicycles here. Look, one chain and there's a chain in there. Shit like that. Shit, people are just like people don't give a fuck when it comes down to it. You know, I did this live out of respect. I'm still not fresh. I haven't been fresh for the longest. So I think I've been sick, very sick. So I went to the doctor. I thought I have been to the doctor. That's what I wanted to say. But that's a long time ago. And I have taken a fall, you see, and there's becoming a problem because there's this, where I live, it was very quiet when I moved in. I was like, wow, what a place. It's like huge, and the city is just, I live in the middle of the city, but it's like a safe haven because it's an old factory like place. But, suddenly there were like people everywhere. Then I found out they opened the street food and just stuff. So I could sit there in the peace of quiet smoking a cigarette because I don't smoke this there out of respect. Uh, you gotta have some respect when you can go to a place that looks like this, not that far away, and smoke your trees. Uh, get like a little better. I need to take a bath, and get ready. I need to go out to go for a walk with my friend. Going my walk, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually am because it's like my job now. It's got to be perfect. You see, it's way too early for people to get up. I understand that. So I understand nobody. And then it's okay since I stopped fucking with a certain person. Some people haven't dropped by to say, "Hey, what's up?" and shit like that, and that's okay. That's like their prerogative, their mindset. Even though I don't agree with it, but I can respect it because I'm not like a person who goes for views. Then maybe I would announce when I go live and shit like that. Maybe I would make some thumbnails. You see, I'm not good with a computer. Well, my brother, he's been working for my family's corporation. It was big advertisement corporation, and it was huge. Hi, Pierre. Hvad så? Per, kan lige ringe op, for jeg skal afslutte en live. Jeg er live på YouTube. Det er bare så det ikke kommer med. Skal jeg ikke lige slutte den? Så ringer jeg lige op, ikke? Okay, hey. Sorry, I have to go, people. Okay, sorry.